Good morning. Oh, what a way to start the day off. I guess some people just don't talk to one another. Well, yesterday's video I didn't end up using, so you guys don't know what's going on. Yesterday we had a bunch of rain. And, you know, I had a very small leak in the windshield of the black truck when I got it. Well, yeah, it's not a small leak anymore. I had a mess. I was so upset. I put a tarp over thinking that would help, and yeah, that didn't. Water just ran down the tarp, and wherever the tarp was hanging inside the truck, that got wet. Yeah. Imagine that, huh? Come on, camera. Why ain't you focusing? Anyway, my cousin just called me and goes, "Why is your truck in my shop?" I'm like, "'Cause the windshield's leaking." I said, "I talked to your boy." He's like, "Oh, well, you never said anything." I said, "Well, I know he was pretty darn tired because he stayed up planting corn until 4 a.m. because the rain that was coming, he seen it coming, so he got the corn planted." So I said, "He looked pretty tired when I talked to him yesterday." He says, "Yeah, he never told me." He says, "All right," he said, "I just wonder why your truck was in my shop." So I had to find a windshield here, so I wonder what that was. So yeah, my cousin's just kind of like, what? Oh well. So yeah, yesterday I took Mr. Caprice's heads off that parts motor he scored down. Machine shop said they looked pretty darn good, so he was going to run them through the hot tank and crack check them and make sure. And he says those were truck heads. They were built for torque, so he's going to cut them out for bigger valves and that. Then yesterday afternoon I got really sick. I don't know what. But yesterday I tried going without my pain medication. Took the rest of it, but I didn't take the pain. And about 1 o'clock yesterday I was like, oh, something's not right. So either that or I had the 24-hour flu. I don't know. So I'll check with the machine shop here in a little bit. I'm going to call around, see if I can find a windshield. And we're driving the dually, so anyhow, we'll be back. Well, yeah, this is that 72 motor that was so rusty. I don't think this thing's been laying around that long. I don't know. That rust cleaned right out of it. Yeah, it cleaned up. Don't look like it. I haven't hit it with carb cleaner, but I checked this. And you know, that block doesn't have much wear. I'm thinking about taking it in and having them fit these standard pistons to it on the loose side and make me a little go get her out of this thing. It cleaned up because the one side didn't have any rust in it because of the way it was laying. So yeah, I might get that done. Have the crank black lighted, make sure there ain't no heat cracks from it getting hot. And he said he can clean that bearing material off it easy. And get that crank turned. It didn't actually eat into the crank, so if he was really good, you could almost polish it. But with the bearing material on there, it won't wear off, and polishing it, you'll end up with a. It's just better to turn it anyway. So yeah, and I gotta come up with something better for honing because that shit flies all over the place, and I didn't remember it spraying out so much. Guess that's why I always looked like I did back in the day. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna check on his stuff too here in a little bit and see what's going on. Alright, we're gonna knock some soft plugs out. I got some of them out. These are coming out easier than the last motor, I'll tell you that. I got the old cam bearings out. I noticed somebody goofed up doing those too. There's a little more laying here. Where'd it go? the cylinder's right there. You just don't want to go whacking on this. You kind of want to hit it so it goes down between the two cylinders. Because otherwise you just drive it straight in and actually crack your cylinder. And just put the vice grips on. No, it's not good on the vice grips, but or your hand when you miss. Sure. Sometimes they fight you, I guess. Damn, that hurt. Wow. This one wanted to stay with the block, huh? Really? I don't care how you come out. Come out in pieces. All I know is you're coming out of there. Sure. Turn the camera on to show you guys how to do this, and then it gives me troubles. Really? I can tell how today's going to go. Wow. Come on. Is that pieces or whole? I don't care. I have more time than just this one than what I would have when I turned on the camera. You saw him! Really? How much more can I mangle you before you're going to come out? Really? My God. This is ridiculous. I'll bring you back when I got it out. There it is. Jeez. Never had anything fight me so bad. Try this again. Well, there's why you replace them. Just chiseled through that one. This is how they should come out right here. Just like that. That's how they're supposed to come out. Whew. 2 left to go. I gotta get the other plugs out. Front and back. Because I think this motor's going to go down and be... See if we can fit her with the standard pistons I've got. Just like that. Again. And here's why you take your soft plugs out. I'll show you here in a second. Because look what's vibrated out with me beating on this block. This is why you get them out. Look at all the casting sand and dirt and grime that's falling out of there. So that's why you take them out. And yeah. So I got to get these out, which means I got to turn this around. And this. That. I gotta get these warmed up so I can get them out. Then I can use my long rod to knock out the front ones. Then I can take off this rear main and knock out the one that's right in here. Knock that out. And when I've still got it here, I'll go ahead and tap this. And tap the 3 front ones for screw-in plugs. And we're ready to load her up and take her in. Oh, we got these 2 drain plugs to get out too, so we'll get those out, get this thing ready to go, and we could have another build going. Get some motors built to sell and go from there. So, alright. Okay, you can see light all the way through. That would be where your oil pressure gauge is. See, I'll put my finger over it. See, no, yes, no. So, and you don't ever, like I've said many times before, you don't want to forget it. And that tap just fits in there. So it's going to hold it straight. And now I've just changed that over from a press-in plug to a screw-in one. That one's changed now. And you always try and remember to do this before you take it to the machine shop. I'll put that back on. Download on that bolt. So, okay. Come here. Okay. I'm going to do the same to the 3 front holes. But outside and outside you don't have to worry about, but this middle one you don't want to tap it too far because your oil passages is in there, so I usually take this where there's about 2 or 3 threads sticking out on the center one. Looks like right there. Just like that. A little Loctite and a screw and plug. You ain't got to worry about your galley plug falling out now. Nice threads in there, so do these other 2 quick. And after this, she is ready to go be dumped and crack checked. Cheap insurance to make sure your galley plugs don't fall out. Oops. If they fall out, you got problems. Especially that middle one, you'll lose your oil pressure to your mains real quick. And there, with that, and all the plug holes I've done, I chased them with this tap. Take that mold out, and got this little guy right here we'll get out. Because wherever there's a plug, it puts oil pressure, and the oil pressure puts crud up in there, so I'll get that plug out, this bolt, and it's done. It's ready to go. So, alright. Here's another thing to do before you take them in. I just use WD-40. Just hit the lifter bores lightly to make sure they're. I want to do this now, so you want to do this after you get it back from the machine shop and it's clean. And you just hit it lightly because you're not trying to change the bore or any, you're just trying to clean her up. Ever so lightly. That looks a lot better. So, hopefully you guys seen what I did. I forgot. Yeah, you're seeing. There. Now. Oh yeah, then back here I'm going to get the die grinder and clean out that casting flash there. You can see that. Right back here. That's about all the prep I'm going to do to this motor. So, alrighty. Well, I'm going to get the die grinder out, clean that up, and I'm done. Well, I know Mr. Caprice made a comment talking to me today, and he'd like to know what this old 305 does look like. Well, I cheated. I started on the intake bolts without you guys, so hopefully it won't take too long, but we're going to go ahead and do a teardown. And let's see. Alright, keep a little of the oil off the fingers, but not much. So we're going to just rip right into it. Get the extension off. Hell, I don't know what time. Let's see, it is 1:55. See how long it takes us to get this thing knocked down. Because right now it's taking up a valuable engine stand and it needs to come down. So, alright, here we go. And again, I'm not worried. Because this motor, if it goes back together, it's not going back together as a 305. Okay. Get all these off. He says he overheated it. He thought. Okay, lay that down. Let it fall down, I guess. Dig. That one's stuck, but stud. Okay. Really? Our phone's talking to us again. Yeah, there's the throttle body intake. Oh! Sweet! It was a roller cam 305. Okay. That's cool. I guess I'll get my phone out so it quits talking to us. What the hell? Okay. Roller King 305. I'll be son of a bitch. see what this side looks like. Okay, where did I just put that shaft? Really? There it is. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this. Still got the original head gaskets, and boy, wow! Wow! That's a nice looking set of heads. They're not the funky 305 heads. I might have found me a good set of heads to use. I'll be son of a beach. That's not the normal 305 heads on here. That's strange. That's really strange. Ooh, back. I don't know why turning the wrist like that helps it. Now, hopefully I got enough battery. Shit. Okay, and the heads are off. Okay. Well, the lifters ain't going to fall out, so get a little closer to the door. Come on, roll, baby. Okay. We already got this one undone, so. Sweet! Ah! And a little scoring. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to, I was going to do this all in one stop, but I can't. I want to get the polar, get the harmonic balancer off, and I got to mark these rods so I can keep them in order. So, can't believe this has got a roller cam in it. Alright, I guess we'll do this in 2 settings. Alright, I'm bringing along on that. I got the cam, or the roller lifters out, the pistons and that, getting ready to take the cam out, or crank out. And already starting to wash stuff up. I hate oily, dirty crud. And I looked at those head numbers. They're not the best heads, but they would be better than nothing. They would make something run. Pistons are coming clean. Like I said, I hate messing with dirty, oily, grimy stuff. Got the hot tank, just well use it, right? So yeah, I got the heads actually look pretty decent now. So found out this 305 only had 80,000 miles on it, so it should look pretty decent. But unfortunately, I think she was pulled premature. So anyway, I'm gonna get the crank out, get that in there cleaned up. Hopefully it'll polish. Well, reading the bearings, it probably needs turned because it had some funky oversized bearings in it. So yeah, that's the only downfall of the factory. Alright. There, I found some proof that the factory don't always get it right either. See that piston there? See that? See that? All the other 8 pistons look, or 7 pistons look like that piston. Look what happened, they forgot to machine that off. Just think all that extra weight bouncing around inside that motor when all of the other 350 pistons, it's got the same head to it. I'm sorry about the light. They got the same head, see? They're the same. But yeah, because I wanted to press it off, I'm like, why is this one sitting different? And I realized it hadn't got the final cut on it. So yeah, just think. That don't look like much, but that on both sides there and there, that thing had to shake. Maybe that's why it ate the bearings like it did. So yep, I've been making scrap iron. I got me a bunch of pistons here to sit now and clean the rings off, and I'll have clean aluminum. Got the 305 late model pistons off already. Got the rods all stripped down that go to this motor. And yeah, I was at the press. Let's see how. Oh, and then somebody I was talking to here a little bit ago says, you know, they only put 305s with roller cams in cop cars. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. So I might have a cop car cam, roller cam sitting there. Boy, that thing's really cleaning up. So I'm going to rotate that around and give her some more bath. So, alright. Oh my God. We just lost everything I talked about because the stupid cam didn't turn on record. Okay, well, there's the 305. Got the pistons off the 305 rods. There's the good crank, good core. There's the block. I've been running the hot tank. Got this motor here. There was some other stuff, and I went to shut it off. I thought it said record, and it said record. So, and it was a good ending too, because I was really wound up. Been out here all day. It's time to get out of here. So it's 20 to 7, and boy, I can't. That's where I can't believe how much time it takes to prep a block, to get it ready, and if I really charged by the amount of time I put in, these 2 motors here, if they were for customers, I started, well, the teardown on the 305 was what, 1 o'clock, so that was 6 hours at $45 an hour just to get it prepped to do something. Yeah, because they come off, as pieces come off, they went into the hot tank, and I was washing going, and I had a couple, well, the kid called this morning, and I found out I got about 3-4 hours into doing this block, that one, and I got all the rods off the pistons too. So, and I got the old 283 back there. I want to get tore down and get out that off to get the big motor here on, because that's almost ready to run. But I can't even remember what I all talked about. But anyway, y'all take care, have a good one, and we'll see you later.